I was a shy child. My mom even took me to the doctor at one point out of concern because I would either shove my face into my parents' legs or their shoulders, depending on if I was being held. Anytime a stranger, or for that matter, any adult, tried to speak to me. And as a redhead, the hair attracted attention, lots of attention from well-meaning people, of course, that just wanted to pay a compliment to a pint-sized kiddo with bouncy pigtails, but I was having none of it. And despite this shyness, my mom entered me into pageants, and I use that term loosely, let's be honest. I'm not talking toddlers and tiaras here, I'm talking child of the 80s pageant, so more like a contest. So again, as a redhead growing up in the 80s, I was growing up in the day of strawberry shortcake. So for anyone who's not familiar with this darling little redhead character with her green and white tights and her pink hat with tiny strawberries, her red dress with white bloomers and a white apron, let's just say we're not talking about the dessert, but I am talking about strawberry shortcake lookalike contests. And I have memories of two of them, one at the North Hanover Mall, with Hanover being from where I grew up, and the other in Cherry Lane in downtown New York City. And when I say I have memories of this, I have photos that remind me that I was there, that I did indeed get on stage, and I did not shove my face in my mom's leg. But it's the North Hanover Mall one that has stuck with me. And it was a lose-win situation that I may or may not still harbor resentment for. You see, my shyness did me in. I was the one genuine redhead on the stage that day, while others were wearing yarn wigs, some of which weren't even red. And while I had the genuine hair, and I like to think the best costume, I came in second place because, well, I didn't have the personality, or more specifically, Strawberry's berry bubbly personality. But second place is where I actually won that day, because in my eyes, as a 4-year-old, the second place prizes were the better of the prizes. A strawberry shortcake lamp, which I'm pretty sure remained in my bedroom throughout my teenage years, and 4 strawberry shortcake plastic mugs, which I used daily. So score 1 for the shy girl. But that strawberry shortcake lamp was not my only prized possession that had a prominent place in my 8 feet by 8 feet childhood bedroom. I was also entered in, maybe it was more of a fashion show than a pageant, but I do remember I wore a light blue or lavender smocked dress, frilly white socks, and black patent leather T-strap shoes. And while I don't remember much else from that day, I do remember I got a trophy. And this trophy went on, it had little eagles or pointy adornments that went on to hold medals and ribbons and things that I acquired throughout the years. And this trophy that I'm talking about was like 4 or 5 feet tall. So clearly the shy girl rocked the stage that day to take home such a great prize. And now maybe this laid the groundwork to help me overcome my shyness, which, by the way, the doctor told my mom would be at 8 years old. And either I was cognizant of this factoid or he was right, because by 8, I was confidently standing in front of my classmates giving presentations. By middle school, I was performing in plays, both at school and York Little Theater's children's performances. And by high school, I was winning awards in our annual Drama Fest. I was even voted class actress in our senior superlatives. Now, I'm pretty confident all of that would have transpired without my strawberry shortcake lamp and my 5-foot-tall trophy, but I do like to think that they served as reminders to this once shy redhead that I was capable of good things. And luckily, it was only recently that I was perusing a bin of photos and clippings from when I was a kid and came across an article about the event where I won that gigantic, and I use the word won in quotes, gigantic trophy, only to discover that even in the 80s, they were handing out participation trophies to kids. Really obnoxiously large participation trophies. Thank you very much.